take a second to, what are some of the other things? Why do most entrepreneurs fail at doing it? What are the biggest issues there?
I think the biggest thing that I run into is that they're in that conflict avoidance modality. So they're not really dealing with these issues, and they're letting their children just kind of grow on their own, as opposed to really intentionally creating that environment of entrepreneurship. They want their children to take control of the business, interestingly, because if you talk to the children want to take control of the business, but the two of them never communicate about it effectively, so they don't. And so I think that we're finding like the entrepreneurship issue is particularly of interest for the entrepreneurs that we're dealing with are saying in many cases, gee, we feel like so many people say to us, hey, you built your business, now it's time for you to do good. You ought to start doing philanthropic work. And they're often saying, no, I built the business. I'm providing jobs for people. I'm providing self-esteem. I'm growing communities. I'm already doing good. These people are also very philanthropic. But how do I get my children to recognize the importance of taking over this business to take care of this ecosystem I've created? And so that whole notion of entrepreneurship to me is really a critical one. And the culture of it, I do some work at Babson College, and the course I'm teaching right now at Gordon College is on that notion of how do you create an entrepreneurial culture. And it's different than most parents would automatically create. And so we view it that we're in that entrepreneurial endeavor, coming up with lots of activities that we let the children engage in so they can start to make decisions, learn how to make decisions at these lower levels that have consequence, so they can work their way up to the bigger decisions over time. The vision we use on this is kind of think of railroad tracks going off into the distance. As railroad tracks go off into the distance, it looks like if they go out 100 miles, it looks like they come together eventually at the horizon, at the vanishing point. Well, that kind of creates three different things going on. We have the right-hand rail, which to us is the family business and running the money and taking care of the assets. There's the left-hand rail, which is focusing on the family, and there are cross ties that bind. The cross ties that bind are the activities they can do to help people transition from the family activities to the business activities. And they're very meaningful: family philanthropy, family vacation planning, family meeting agenda planning, all kinds of activities that can be the cross ties between the activity of building the sense of family and the activities of working on the business. That's an entrepreneurial incubator structure that we're talking about, leading people through activities to get to the business side of the equation over time. I don't know if that's helpful, but.
No, I love that. And I think that's, one of the things that if I look back at Columbus Family Vacation that we haven't done enough of is, mom and dad have pretty much done most of the planning. And there's a lot of things, that we can do differently. And tonight we have a Zoom meeting where we're creating our first set of committees to allow, other people to do pieces of the planning and kind of break it up into different groups. So I definitely appreciate that. It was their baby, you know what I mean? So for them, it was like, kind of like the business when you think about it. It's that, they didn't want to give it up, right? And they endowed it so that it would stay there. But if we don't know how to talk about it, if we don't know how to make these things happen ourselves, what's going to happen when they're not here?
Mm-hmm.